Hi, welcome back to the Air of Authority. My name is Andrea. In this video, we are going to be answering the question of how to become a heating and air conditioning technician. And there's several ways to do it. You could go to a trade school. You could also become an apprentice with a company, and that's a more private education, so to speak. That's what we have at our company. So let's call Megan right now with 1 hour in Olathe, Kansas, and she's going to walk us through how she recruits for the apprenticeship program and how long it is and all the little aspects to the apprenticeship program that you might be interested in. So let's give Megan a call right now.
Well, what I do is I kind of sift through all the applicants that we have. I try to get to know them as people. I'm kind of the first doorway that they have to go through to get into the program. And then we often, sometimes we'll do like a ride along so that they kind of get a sense of this is what it would look like to be an HVAC technician. You can do maintenance and service and install work, and this is kind of the maintenance side of things. And then we also have another interview that we typically do with our service manager. He gets a sense of them. You know, we don't want our applicants to just meet one person and think that they know our company from that one person. You know, I'm not the only side of our company, so we want them to get a sense of who we are and see if they like who we are and would be a good fit here. And then likewise, do we see them as someone who would really get along with our other employees? Because that's really important.
Describe the apprentice program. What does it kind of look like? How long does it take? After you accept somebody into it, what does their life look like?
After we accept them, there's an initial period where they're just mainly doing a lot of work around the buildings that we have. We have 2 buildings that we work out of, and so a lot of that is them doing cleaning, as well as like lawn care and things like that, just taking care of building maintenance. And that's one way that we are able to assess them is how much attention to detail they have. And then, you know, eventually as we begin to get to know them better and build that trust, and they get a sense of our culture and kind of what our expectations are, then they can start doing things outside of the buildings where maybe they'll go pick up parts and we give them part numbers, and are they good about paying attention to exactly which part we need. And over time, we start doing actual classroom training with our service manager over time, and then they start assisting with certain services that we provide, such as cleaning and sealing ductwork, helping with installations, learning what that looks like. And then over time, they are able to do ride-alongs with our maintenance and service technicians and get to understand how we interact with our homeowners, how we explain things thoroughly, and then kind of continue to grow from there. So by about 8 months, they're actually trained up to where they can go out on their own in a truck. But that's not, we don't consider that the end of their apprenticeship. We really consider it like a full year. So from month 8 to month 12, that's still part of the apprenticeship because there's still just a big learning curve in terms of what they're doing out in the field and figuring out how to do all of this. So it's a year-long program, but they are out in a truck on their own by about month 8.
Okay, so you take somebody in who has 0 experience, and within a year, they are in a truck running service calls, doing their thing as an HVAC tech.
Yep.
Does it cost anything to do this apprenticeship program?
On their part, no. It just, I mean, they want to invest in some good tools. I would say it costs, some good tools, but any craftsman, would want to have their own tools that they take care of. So there's that piece, but really we provide all the training. They don't have to pay for any of that like they would for, a technical school that they would go to. So it's a big investment on our part. But yeah, on theirs, it just requires time and patience.
I know that there's certain licenses that you need to become an HVAC technician. Do you know the process that they go through to get those after the apprenticeship?
Well, during the apprenticeship, they need to get their EPA certification. So about month 6, we ask them to start studying for that. Take about a month, really get to know that material, because to handle refrigerant, you have to pass the EPA core and type 2. So that's going to be important. If they don't pass that, then it really can't be an HVAC technician because you can't be
Yeah.
handling refrigerant.
Right. Okay.
It's a great opportunity to meet some great people and learn from the best. And so it's a fun experience.
How do people, if somebody is interested, how do they get in touch with you?
My favorite way for them to get in touch with me is through Indeed.
Okay.
And so that's where they can apply. And that's kind of how I track all of our applicants.
Well, okay. Well, thanks, Megan.
You're welcome.
If you are interested in becoming a heating and air conditioning technician, definitely let me know down below. If you're in the Kansas City area, definitely check out our Indeed page where you can apply for our apprenticeship there. Well, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.